Some calibers have earned their place in firearms history, etched in legend for their performance, power, and role in shaping the shooting world. These are the rounds that have seen battles, hunts, and countless stories of triumph. But here's the catch: despite their legendary status, no one uses them anymore. That's right, we're talking about calibers that have faded into obscurity, overshadowed by modern, more efficient rounds. They may have been icons in their time, but today, they're mostly relegated to gun safes and collectors' shelves. In this video, we're counting down 5 legendary calibers that no one uses. From historic wartime rounds to once innovative hunting cartridges, these calibers were once the gold standard. Until something better came along. If you're a fan of firearms history or just curious about the forgotten giants of the gun world, stick around. We're diving deep into the calibers that were once celebrated, but now mostly collect dust. Let's explore why these legends never quite made it into the modern age. Number 5.303 British. The historic workhorse. The 303 British is one of those calibers that carries a heavy sense of history with it. Introduced in 1888, this round became the standard issue cartridge for the British military and served through 2 world wars, as well as countless conflicts in between. Known for its reliability and versatility, the 303 British was chambered in iconic rifles like the Lee Enfield, a rifle synonymous with the British Army. For decades, it was the workhorse that helped soldiers conquer the toughest conditions. Despite its impressive legacy, the 303 British has long since been eclipsed by more modern calibers. While it packs a decent punch with its 174 grain bullet and can be effective at medium ranges, it's not as efficient or accurate as today's military or hunting cartridges. The recoil can be harsh for some shooters, and the bullet's trajectory is somewhat curved compared to newer rounds. That said, the 303 British still holds its value for collectors and enthusiasts of military history. It may not be the most practical choice for today's shooter, but its historical significance makes it a beloved relic. For those who appreciate firearms of the past, the 303 British will always be a reminder of a time when it was a trusted companion in battle and hunting fields alike. Number 4.32 Winchester Special. The forgotten lever action round. The 32 Winchester Special is a cartridge that has nearly vanished from the spotlight, but it once had its moment in the sun. Introduced by Winchester in 1901, it was designed to fill the gap between the 30-30 Winchester and the more powerful 35 Remington. The 32 Special was intended to offer a smoother, softer shooting experience with a bit more power than the 30-30, making it ideal for hunters who preferred lever-action rifles but wanted something more than the standard 30-30. While it performed well in its time, the 32 Special's popularity quickly faded as newer, more powerful rounds entered the market. It never quite matched the versatility and widespread appeal of the 30-30, and its limited ammo availability and relatively slow velocity made it less competitive. For hunters, the 32 Winchester Special was often seen as a niche choice effective for deer and other medium game at short ranges, but quickly outpaced by more modern cartridges. Today, it's a rare sight in the field, with most shooters opting for the more common 30-30 or 308 Winchester. Still, for collectors and those who appreciate the legacy of vintage lever-action rifles, the 32 Winchester Special holds a place as a forgotten but fascinating chapter in firearm history. Number 3.250 Savage. The early long-range contender. The .250 Savage, introduced in 1915, is one of those cartridges that often gets overshadowed by its more famous relatives, yet it was a groundbreaking round in its day. Developed by Savage Arms, it was one of the earliest high-velocity cartridges designed for long-range shooting, and for a time, it was a serious contender for hunters looking to reach further distances with more accuracy. The .250 Savage was known for its flat trajectory, relatively mild recoil, and impressive velocity, making it a favorite for varmint and small to medium game hunting. At the time of its release, the .250 Savage was considered cutting-edge, and it even outperformed other cartridges in its class. It was highly effective on animals like deer, antelope, and predators, and many shooters appreciated its precision over longer distances. However, the round struggled to maintain relevance as newer, more efficient calibers like the .243 Winchester and the 308 Winchester gained popularity. Today, the .250 Savage has become a rare find, often overshadowed by modern alternatives. While it's a capable cartridge with a rich history, the .250 Savage is a relic of the past, now more appreciated by collectors. Number 2.348 Winchester The Big Game Lever Action Round. The .348 Winchester, introduced in 1936, is a powerful and often overlooked cartridge designed specifically for big game hunting. Developed for the Winchester Model 71 lever-action rifle, the .348 was built to offer substantial stopping power for larger game like moose, elk, and bear. With a 200-grain bullet traveling at around 2,500 feet per second, it delivered the punch hunters needed in the field, offering both deep penetration and reliable performance at medium to long-range distances. The .348 Winchester was unique in that it was designed for use in lever-action rifles, a platform traditionally known for lighter calibers like the .30-30 Winchester. As such, it filled a niche for hunters who wanted the fast follow-up shots of a lever-action rifle but needed more firepower to tackle larger, more dangerous game. Its high velocity and heavy bullet made it an excellent choice for hunters seeking reliable power in the field. However, despite its excellent performance, the .348 Winchester never gained widespread popularity. As more versatile cartridges like the .36 and .338 Winchester Magnum became the go-to choices for big game hunters, the .348 faded into obscurity. Number 1.405 Winchester The Powerhouse Lever Action Round. The .405 Winchester, introduced in 1904, is one of the most powerful and historically significant cartridges ever designed for a lever-action rifle. Built specifically for the Winchester Model 1895, this round was a departure from the typical smaller calibers used in lever guns, offering much more power for big game hunters. The .405 Winchester was designed to handle large, tough game like bear, moose, and bison, with a 300-grain bullet that could reach velocities of over 2,200 feet per second, providing deep penetration and excellent stopping power. The .405 Winchester earned fame largely due to its association with legendary hunter Theodore Roosevelt, who used the caliber to hunt big game during his African safari. Known for its power and effectiveness, the .405 Winchester was a favorite among those seeking a reliable lever-action rifle with the punch needed for dangerous game. However, despite its effectiveness, the .405 Winchester never achieved mass popularity. Its heavy recoil, coupled with its relatively high cost, kept it from becoming a mainstream round. Today, it remains a niche cartridge, beloved by collectors and enthusiasts of vintage firearms. While not commonly seen in the field anymore, the .405 Winchester is remembered as one of the most powerful lever-action rounds ever created.